Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. Today we have our scavenger hunt. We've got quilts for Ukraine. Today's our day to talk about that. I have a sew sampler box and a mail call. Okay, so let's do the scavenger hunt first. Today's scavenger hunt, this is our scavenger hunt for April, is show me the oldest thing in your sewing space. So I had to look around because a lot of my sewing stuff is not that old, maybe, less than 30 years, I'm thinking, but I do have my little sewing basket that I got as a kid. So I probably got this when I was about 10 years old. So right now this is probably the oldest thing in my sewing studio because I happen to have it in here. And inside I think this is so fun. I had some old corduroy pockets that I could use my needle keeper, so keep the needles on, and then some practicing and a latch hook. Here's the other thing, a latch hook thing. So this is to cut the yarn. I wonder if that still works. So show me your oldest thing in your sewing studio today over at my community, Quilt Along with Pat Sloan. You should be able to post there even if you're not on Facebook. But there's also a link at the article today at my website with the photo sharing, so you can share a photo there as well. Okay, let's do quilts for Ukraine. I have got my block started. So I'm going to tell you my plan. I worked on this on Saturday. So Saturday is my sort of what I call my day off. And because it's rainy and icky, I basically worked. So I was working on this. And I've got those lovely fabrics that I showed you from Venertex. And I'm grouping them. So the first group of stars that you're looking at, that I just showed you that one, are with these two fabrics. And then I took pairs of what they sent. Everything will be the yellow. I have to get more yellow. They're going to send me more because I ran out. But the center and the points will all be the same yellow. Then I will pair these two and these two like this for all of the stars. Then I will have the sashing because our pattern looks like, for those of you who don't remember, it's a side-by-side to create the chain. So the cornerstones and the binding will be in this dark and the sashing will be in this white. So that is my plan for the blocks. And I also did a lot of pre-cutting. So let me show you that. So here's the workstation I have set up. On my rolling case, I put one of the larger design boards. And because that has a flat top, I've just set it kind of on the middle and then just try not to bang it. It's pretty, it's sturdy. It would just be if I went around the corner too much and banged it. I don't want to dump it all on the floor. I could move all of that over and then put it up there, but I'm going for this because it's less work. So I have a couple of dies I'm using. This is the die to cut the 3.5 inch squares. So that is 3.5 inch die. And then also I needed to cut 2-inch squares for the yellow, the inside star points. And so I have that die that I'm using. Or I already got those done. So they're over here. All the inside star will be all the same fabric. And then I'm getting a little bit more of this because I ran out. And this will be all the big star points. So the yellow will be all the same fabric. And then I'm making sets for the blue stars. And I decided, to use this fabric line from Venertex, the blue and white with the yellow in it, and make the blocks this way with 4 of each color set. So this is the background, and that'll be the blue part. Same there, same here. And then for sashing, I have this nice white here. Okay, so for getting all the stuff cut out, I did make myself a few notes on here. So like I need 32 of these squares to do 4 of these blocks, and that's color in there. So I will take the die, and I've got 3 strips cut, and they're about 4 1/8, just about 4 1/8. And I'm going to switch hands and see if I can do this. I can manipulate the fabric better with my right hand. But this is not, I should have measured it in advance so that I would know and trim them. Maybe I'll do that with one of them. Give me a second. what I did is measured what this is. So I want to layer it so there's 6 layers. So I'm going to fold, and then it will be 6 layers on the die. This is 13 inches. So then this part I will also use, but only be like two layers when I fold, even it up and fold it. So for the first one, out of all these strips, just pile all the strips down there. I need that 13-inch length on here. Okay. And then I will line it up and fold it. So you fan fold it over, and I want to check that I've got the edge, then check back and the edge. So I can't do this one-handed. There we go. There's the edge, and then fold it here. So this is good. Okay. Put the, and it is angled on there. That square is not very tilted, but it is angled. For the grain, turn the button on and push it through. Now what I'll do is I will go and cut all of those, the rest of these strips, plus the other ones that I have to do for the third one, the third set of 4 stars. In that third blue, is cut them all the 13-inch strips. So then they're much, much easier. So let me just take this off. Here we go. And I have all of these cut. So there's 6 pieces here, and I need 32. So I'm going to get doing the rest. It's worked out really well to have all of this cut up. I do have to wait until the yellow comes, and I decided to get the die for the half square triangle. So I have a die coming that will help with that. That should be here probably about the same time the fabric comes in. So I can do other parts. I can create some of the other parts, like all of the corners, if I need to, if it's not by next Monday, because I'll probably work on this on Saturdays. That'll probably be each Saturday. I'll probably just do another 4 blocks if I haven't sewn some of it during the week. But I'm kind of stuck now. You know, I can only do a little bit more until the yellow fabric comes. How does that happen? Run out of fabric. Also, on Mondays, I want to share the things that you have shared about the full quilts that you have made, that you have auctioned or sent off. And so keep sharing those pictures in my Facebook group, and I will grab a few of them to show every Monday. So here are some of them for this week. Sue decided that instead of just hanging her Ukrainian quilt block on her front door, she would bring it on her cruise. She was on the Liberty of Seas cruise ship, and she was able to find a crew member from Ukraine, and she gifted this to that person. This is just so awesome. There's a picture of Sue gifting the quilt. And we have another one here on Vicky. She made the full quilt, just gorgeous. And then look at the back. Look at that. It is awesome. So she's going to be auctioning off hers or giving it. I forget which. Terry shared that she took the block and decided to put it in her grandmother's wooden hoop and then put it on the door. So that's the front that you've just been looking at, and here's the flip side where she showed us how she just wrapped it around into the antique embroidery hoop. So gorgeous. So we'll wrap up this display of quilts with Ruth and her project. Ruth was so excited, she decided to do an auction for her quilt. This is a picture of it, and she found out, that there would be people who would match the winning bid. So she ended up with a co-worker bidding on it for like $175, I think, and then another co-worker matched that, and then Ruth added to it for a grand total of like $525. Just so amazing. Then Ruth was in her paper, or her news, so they did an interview with her, so you can go and see that. And there she has the quilts outside. She's like in a pavilion with them. Just such a neat story. Thank you everybody for doing such a great job. Just so wonderful. You have to go watch the video of Ruth, okay? You just have to go watch. That's great. Great job, Ruth. Great job. Okay, let's look at the Sew Sampler. This one, these are subscription boxes, and a lot of the items in here you can get right now. A few of them are exclusive just to the box. And so always, I'll put it down the counter here in a second, but always there's like a little cover that has sort of the theme of the box loosely. It's usually sort of more relates to the fabric, but you never know. You never know what they're going to pop in here. So it's Home Sweet Nest. And this is one that I can reveal now. And then on the back of this sheet, there is always a discount. And so right now there's a discount for some of the plaid fabric by Elizabeth Hartman, which is in here. Imagine that. They're so tricky like that. So what do we have? It's called Kitchen Window Wovens. Don't those look yummy? Oh my goodness. Look. Those are pretty. I love wovens and plaids. They are just so awesome. So they always give you a little booklet that tells you what everything is, which I never read until afterwards. I know. So this, what do we got in here? The Steady Betty Pure Thread Enhancing Beeswax. Okay, so there's a really nice beeswax to try out. And this is poured from Texas beekeepers. All right, go Texas. What else do we have in here? Just Better Machine Cleaning Brushes. So look at these. Okay, now I have to open them. Let me see. Okay, so they're all packaged up. So we're gonna open them We're gonna open them. Oh, they got a little thing here to open. Okay, and inside, look at those. Those are great. They're just gonna get right down in there. They're pliable. Nice. So then we have some clip-in binds. So these are maybe not Wonder Clip, huh? I don't know. Clip-in bind. I don't know if they're the Wonder Clip brand or a different brand, but they look really nice, and they look just like Wonder Clips. These are always so great. I use them all the time for everything. And then the pattern, this is the free pattern that comes with the box. It's exclusive to the box. So if you are a subscriber, there you go. These adorable little birds to do with the plaids. And then they give you a block pattern as well. That's a sampler that they do. So, very cute. I just love this fabric. Awesome. So the box is a super value. It, including like the coupon, which you almost always can use for whatever it is. It's always a very usable coupon. It's something you're going to want to get. So I just love the boxes. Now, a little while ago, they still had some openings. I don't know if there still are a few more, but people come in and out of it. They'll get the box for a while, then they won't do the subscription for a while. So then you can get an opening. So at my website today is a link for that. These are fantastic. Look at these. Can't wait to try them out because my machine does need cleaned. Actually, I need to get the little blower thing and blow some dust out, because anytime you do any sort of free motion quilting, you're going to have lots of dust. lots of dust in there. Okay, let's do a mail call. I've got a really fun mail call. So first up is from Georgia and South Dakota. So she made this, I think she made this. Yeah, adorable card. Look at that. Easter card. Mwah, thank you. And this is from Ellen in California. So she sent me another beautiful card and a lovely note. Everybody sends lovely notes. They're just so nice. She sent me a Starbucks card. This one is not plantable. And some See's candy. I love See's candy. Thank you. In a little Easter box. Okay, we have more. So this one is from Susan in Washington. And Susan says she follows along with a lot of my sew-alongs, and she saved me a whole bag of strips of selvages for me to use when I get started on that project. So I've got quite a lot of these now to use. So I probably need to see how far they go, because they're there's quite a bit that you've sent me. This is awesome. And she sent me a picture out the window of her office. She is by the Pike Place Market, which is where the Starbucks is, the main Starbucks of the world. And I've been to that one. And so I've been right near her office. So isn't that gorgeous? Wouldn't you like to look out that every day? Ah, what a view. What a view. And one last one, which has a couple goodies in it. Look at this bag. This is from Mary Jo. Hi, Mary Jo. She is always on our morning chat. When the videos go live, there's a live chat, and we have a great fun. There's usually about 800 people that end up, between 600 and 800 in the morning. So she sent me, now she lives in the mushroom capital of the world, which is in Pennsylvania. So she sent me some postcards of her town. We were talking about this on the chat. And so there are some mushroom things in here. I'm good at guessing that. There's a mushroom chowder mix. How cool is that? And some fabric with mushrooms. So sweet, so sweet. But there's more. This one is mushroom cheese dip. I bet they have everything in your town. And one more. And this is chocolate mushroom blend. What is it? Defend. Feels like a chocolate. 4 sigmatic mushroom chocolate with, yeah, so it's chocolate. Mushroom chocolate. I don't know. Am I afraid? Am I afraid? It has no smell. That's in the wrapper. Okay. Okay, Mary Jo. I will try it. Thank you, all of you. Mwah. This is just so, so nice of you. I love it. Love, love, love it. Oh, remember, show your oldest item in your sewing space. What's the oldest item you have? I can't wait to see. Scavenger hunt. So today, thank you also to everybody making quilts for Ukraine. If you have not donated and downloaded your pattern yet, the link is at my website and down below so that you can do that. And you can either make a quilt to raffle, make a quilt to give to some Ukraine family in your neighborhood, your community, or there's 2 places you can send to the Lutheran World Relief. My quilt, once you make it, this is the right size for Lutheran World Relief, so you can send it there, which will be shipped to the refugee camps. So they are doing an amazing job. Also, if you want to ship directly to Poland, there is an address for Becky who is working in Poland. She lives in Poland, and so she is accepting quilts, but you will have to mail them directly there. Okay, my friend, these look good, right? Love them. So I have a few more to make. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the Sloan Zone. I love you. Mwah. See you online.